What's your strongest personality trait?
Um, I feel like I'm pretty compassionate. I feel like I can be easy to love on somebody or love somebody that I don't really know that very well. Or somebody that I do love or know very well, yeah. I think that would be it.
Okay. What's your idea of a perfect day?
You get to sleep in, but not like too late. You can't waste your whole day. Maybe until like 9 at the most.
Tell me a value you'd like to pass on to future generations.
Um, just not stressing about many things, not really stressing at all about a lot. If you can live a stress-free life or just not have constant worries and anxieties when you're on the road, when you're at school, just knowing that everything will work out in the end and letting that run your life, I think that would be a huge value and something that could help a lot of people have success in life.
Tell me the one thing you want people to remember you by.
Um, that I want to be remembered by. I think I'd want to be remembered for um, being a source of just fun and happiness. I think that'd make me pretty happy.
What did you want to be when you were little?
Oh, I'd totally want to be a dolphin trainer at SeaWorld or something like that. I even like wrote a book on it during one of my fourth grade class projects.
How do you express love?
Um, through service, through service.
What food do you crave the most?
I'm caught between um, Kinder Buenos and tacos.
Name 5 things you're grateful for today, no matter how small.
Um, I'm grateful for heating units, um, peace and serenity. That counts as one. Um, not having anything to do today. I'm pretty grateful for that. Makes me just chill. Um, grateful for quality family time and oatmeal cookies.
How is your life better today than a year ago?
Oh, lots happened since a year ago. I came back from a mission, and that on its own has given me a lot of perspective and a lot of growth. I got married, which also gives a lot of perspective and growth. I feel like I'm just more of a selfless mindset where I think I'm just thinking of a lot of ways I can serve and help other people more.
How do your classmates remember you?
If we're talking high school, it's the nerd. Um, and if we're talking college, it's the quiet kid in the corner that always dresses nice.
Who was your favorite teacher and why was he or she special?
One of my favorite professors in college has been Brother Smith, Hank Smith, and he teaches religion classes. And I took New Testament from him and a Christ and the Everlasting Gospel from him. And just the way he ties in his humor and his fun personality into teaching about the gospel of Jesus Christ and just Jesus Christ in general makes it way personal and much more understandable.
What skill or activity has always come easily?
The ability to fall asleep has been quite easy for me.
Share a moment when your determination really shined.
Um, there was a time where my soon-to-be fiance and I were apart for 3 weeks, and I was determined to FaceTime her and keep in contact with her throughout the whole thing. And so I made an effort to FaceTime her every night and have long conversations with her and make sure everything is okay so that I could end up actually being engaged to her and eventually marry her. That was determination.
What was your most memorable Halloween costume?
Right after I had my first eye surgery, I had to wear an eye patch and be face down for a week straight. And so this wasn't actually a costume, but all of my other cousins were outside taking a picture, and my grandparents forced me to go out as well. But I couldn't stand up or be really in the picture. So I was out there, dressed up as me, wearing an eye patch still, and all my other cousins were dressed up in their crazy Halloween costumes. And then there was me, in basketball shorts and a t-shirt, messy hair, and an eye patch, face down like this, in the background.
What's your opinion of social media?
When used correctly, it can be really healthy and fun. Like to maintain contact with old friends that you meet in foreign countries or different cities and stuff like that. But it's dangerous because you can use it to compare your life with other people's, and that's hard because you only see the good, and it can be really degrading in a way.
Tell me about how you got engaged.
Well, dating this girl for a while. By a while, I mean like 3 months. And we had talked about marriage. And I had some pretty cool experiences where I knew that she was the one for me. And so one day for a week I had been planning this out, and I decided to go up to some horse stables up in Sundance Ski Resort in Utah, near Provo, and I set up this thing where we do this horse ride, this private horseback ride, and that leads us into this meadow where I had a picnic set up. And in the picnic, I knelt down on one knee and proposed right after having been horseback riding. It was kind of sweet.
What memory stands out most from your wedding day?
Oh, I bite my lip. Sitting in that ceiling room and crying was pretty memorable. It was a really emotional time. Good emotional. It was an experience that I won't forget. I don't remember anything else said though, but I won't forget it.
What attracted you to your first love? We'll call it Julia.
The first day I met Julia, I was walked in to work for my first day. She was at the cash register because we worked together, and she looked over at me, and she was supposed to help me understand how to work the cash register, and I just was drawn to her. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was her. Maybe her was the bright eyes, the fact that she was pretty tall, maybe just her smile. I was just drawn to her for some reason.
Tell me one of your favorite pet stories.
The one that comes to my mind, it's not necessarily a huge moment or anything like that, but I was once laying in bed and my bedroom door was open, and we had this little Shih Tzu at this time named Scooter, and he ran into my room and tried to jump up onto the bed, and totally slammed just right into the side of the bed and fell down and jumped up again and just came up and sat next to me. But it was so funny for some reason. In that moment, I was dying of laughter.
When was your faith tested?
Probably when my eye was detached. That was a really hard thing. And it caused my whole life to change and go into a different direction. And that was just a really hard thing to go through. I wasn't sure why it had to happen to me, and to this day I'm not exactly sure, but I have gained a lot of experience, and I wouldn't be in the position I am in my life today if it didn't happen to me.
What 3 questions do you have for God?
What the heck was with dinosaurs? And I don't really understand. We have evidence that they existed, and I just don't know why they had to happen. They're cool, don't get me wrong. Another one would be really I want to know more about what is so powerful about charity and how it's the greater of the 3 top things of faith, hope, and charity. How is charity the most powerful? I want to know that. And then I don't know if I'd ask him anything specific. I'd probably just ask him to just teach me. Just keep teaching me and ask him that.
When do you feel the closest to God?
When I'm with those that I love. I feel like the family is a little cut out piece of what heaven feels like.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I have taken many days and many hours thinking about this. I've lost sleep over it. If I could have any power, I'd love to teleport. I think that'd be great, and I could touch a car, and the car could teleport with me. I could start my own transportation business. It'd be pretty sweet. Plus, I wouldn't have to worry about traffic.